Uh, Preparations have been going on very well. Looking forward for Sunday.
What was the biggest challenge with such a small amount of time?
The biggest challenge actually was the mind. Just to switch the mind to actually accept it. 3 marathons a year and to get ready in that short time.
What excites you the most about taking on the New York City course? It's a challenging one.
So, I've been, in all of my life, I've been actually pushing the limits, and I think this is the time whereby I push my limits to run 3 marathons a year. I want to go through the streets of New York, the way people have been through, and to actually experience it by myself.
What did you learn from Boston, very hilly course, and the Olympics to prepare for a race like this, where it's the bridges are the big challenge?
What I learned is that a course is a course, but every course has its own challenges, and it's good to actually experience flat, downhill, and happy courses actually in this world, and enjoy that brings actually a joy and makes you to work more happy.
I have a question.
Yes.
We all know how much sleep and nutrition are important for performance. What kind of sleep do you get the week before a race, or maybe even like leading into the race? And then also maybe talk about your nutrition as well.
I normally sleep 6 to 8 hours at night,
Yeah.
which I believe that those are enough sleep to keep me well relaxed, well recovered, and ready for the next day.
And are you
With the nutrition, actually, is that I try all the time to make sure that in my plate it's well distributed, well balanced diet, all from the proteins to carbohydrates to vitamins, everything.
And my next question, and then everybody else can go, is do you realize the impact that you have on millions of runners and marathoners, and how does that feel, inspiring people all around the globe to get out and run?
At first, actually, I didn't realize that I can create an impact. But later, I realized that what I'm doing, why I am doing, is what people are doing. So, is that the impact that I'm putting on to everybody in this world is what makes me to wake up very early in the morning and just get my gear and run, because when you feel that somebody somewhere in South America, in Asia, in Africa, or even in Antarctica has been inspired by what I'm doing in this world, and that's giving you a huge motivation actually to wake up, to do more than what you have been doing. And I really say thank you to members of press, everybody who is sending any positive vibe across the world, actually selling what I'm doing, exposing my career, exposing what I'm selling as far as sport is concerned, and putting the sport, the limelight as a movement. I'm really saying thank you, because this is the only way whereby you can meet, you can actually be together, you can make sure that the world is peaceful, you can make sure that we enjoy the world, you can make sure that we are fit enough, you can make sure we bring all the people out of their houses, run, and enjoy. Like I always say, if you want to enjoy freedom, then there is freedom in that. If you want to enjoy the real freedom is in that. And I want everybody to have that freedom. It's good to have freedom. Just get out of your door, run. Running is the least expensive sport in this world. That it needs only shoes. And move on. The next day you can buy your gear and move on. It's not really expensive. It's the best and the less expensive sport in this world.
Eliud, you gave an interview with Olympics.com
Yes.
where it said this would be your final elite marathon. Is that correct?
I think I welcome all of you on Sunday afternoon. I will make a huge announcement on Sunday afternoon. Announcement with a beautiful actually programs for me next year. Sunday afternoon will be the day, so give that time.
Okay.
Do you still step to the starting line thinking about winning?
Absolutely, yes. I still line up myself, but and try to push myself. I'm happy to still run at the age of 41. and still competing with the young people of 20. I'm really happy that my muscle is still carrying me all through in trainings, in running, and everything. I'm happy mingling with everybody. And no, it's a gift.
So do you mind? I mean, you haven't been winning big races
Yes.
like this. Has it been hard to run in this phase of your career after all of the winning that you've done? How has it changed in your head?
But I think I believe that you know, the young people are better than me. Everybody who is younger than me is really better than me. So I don't regret that any time that I don't win. But I want to lead the sport to the better people than myself, so that I show them the way, so that I show them what to do. But I really believe that they are more better than me.
Did it take you a while to come to that realization, or how did you arrive at that?
It takes a while. I've been in this sport for long, and you know, for the last 14 years in marathon, 13 years in marathon, I've actually learned a lot. I've realized that you know, do your best, inspire the world, let the young people actually come in and you know, show them the way. And that's actually, I say, the beauty of a star is showing people the way. And you know, and the best of a star is to know that those who are younger than you are really better than you.
This is your 6th star here in New York. Did you save the best for last? Even though we all know it's not really last, but what are you excited about? And yeah, why New York now?
I really want to get that medal. You know, I think this is the best medal than any other medal, because you know, getting a 6th star as a marathon runner is actually a beautiful thing. That's what I'm looking for. Yes.
Do you talk to any of the runners about the course? Like, who do you go to advice to run New York City?
I talk to everybody. I read about New York. I talk to those who have been running New York, and I think it's the best course. I want to experience. I want to go through it. I want to actually see the 2 million people who are lining up around the course. I want to pass all the bridges in New York, the best places in New York, actually to see with my eyes and you know, wave to the people. You know, this is the best city where everything is there.
Eliud, you've struggled a little bit on the hillier courses like Paris and Sydney
Yes.
and Boston. Do you think that's because you started racing them later in your career? Like, do you think you would have run better if you had tried them maybe 5 or 6 years ago? Or why do you think you've struggled on those kind of courses?
I treat it's like, you know, in sport there is ups and downs. In sport, you know, you don't win all the time. And in fact, if you win all the time, you learn nothing. But you win, you lose, and that's the beauty, you know. When you lose and you win the next day, that's the sweetness in sport. If you win all the time, there is no sweetness, because you can't feel that sweetness in training and even crossing the finishing line. But losing all the time, it's like actually in boxing. You can lose 5 matches actually consecutively. But the 6th one, you can knock somebody. You can win by knockout. Who knows?
Just one more time, I know you probably said it, but how do you feel before the race? How do you prep yourself and mentally and physically, and what's your mindset?
I feel good. I'm looking for it. My mind is actually into the Sunday race. I'm good. I'm looking forward for Sunday.
Are you gonna have fun?
Absolutely, yes.
Okay.
You said it's the best course and that you've been talking to people about New York as you prepared for the race. What have they told you? What are you expecting for Sunday?
In my mind, I like a marathon whereby they are organizing for the sake of humanity. And New York Road Runners actually is organizing New York Marathon through humanity, by actually giving knowledge to over 200 or 300,000 people around New York to be disciplined, to have the belief that running can make them more better in their families, in their offices, and even in their bodies. And that's why I'm in New York. New York is a place whereby you can actually go around the course and say, wave to 2 million people, or even over 2 million people. New York is the only city whereby, 1.3 million people running every year. Out of 8 million is a plus. And that's why I'm here.
You like to say no limits. How do you think there is any limit in the marathon world record? Where do you think? How fast do you think a person can go?
I think it can go. When you accept it with your heart, put it in your mind, work on it. After that, people around you to work on it. There is no limit for it.
Do you think it will be 1 hour 50, 1 hour 55? Where do you think the record will get to in your lifetime?
I think it's slowly by slowly it will come. Slowly by slowly it will come under 2 hours. When we get the right people to actually train for it, it will come under 2 hours.